Hey, sub! Boy, do I have a good video for you today, because this video is also a theory video, and I know how much you love a good piggy theory, sub. So how about you join me in theorizing about the Lost Piggy chapters in Roblox Piggy? We've got lighthearted chapters, creepy chapters, and even chapters that take place after the original Piggy story. So let's stop talking about it and jump into it, sub. Ooh, before we do, I want to give a huge shout out to Bluirre, who helped make the chapters shown in this video. Make sure to check them out using the links in the description. Number 1. Wedding. Get out the decorations, prepare the walkway, invite the guests. Wait, what's that? You don't know what I'm talking about. Today is the day of the wedding. What do you mean you don't know about the wedding? The wedding of Pony and Zizzy, of course. Ever since Pony almost confessed his love for Zizzy at the end of Chapter 11, the Piggy fan base has gone wild, trying to ship the two of them together. And now we have a custom chapter not only for shipping them, but also creating an entire marriage scene for them, sub. Aw, look at those two. Oh no, sub. The wedding is being raided by evil piggy monsters. You'll need to grab the pony's wooden swords from the ground and try and knock Piggy out. And more importantly, make an escape from this evil wedding. Well, I suppose the wedding didn't go to plan, but at least the happy couple are now married, sub. Number 2. Glitch Room. Sub, we all know just how annoying glitchers can be, especially if you're playing as Piggy. There's nothing more infuriating than a player hiding in a spot that you can't even get to. Many players for a long time have suggested a bunch of different ways to get rid of glitchers once and for all. And now, I'm joining them because I've come up with my very own way of removing them from the game. Whenever a player tries to glitch somewhere, instead of glitching up to where they want to go, they should glitch into Piggy's waiting area, where they'll be trapped in a tiny room with Piggy chasing them around. But if that wasn't bad enough, sub, the more they move around and run from Piggy, the glitchier it becomes. Objects will start disappearing and reappearing. The room will become empty, and it'll be a permanent prison for glitchers until they finally give up and disconnect. Speaking of disconnect, before you disconnect from this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button. That way the next time we upload, you'll be one of the first to see it if you'll never miss another upload. Number 3. Ingredient Hunt. Sup! I think it's time we start thinking about what comes after the regular Piggy story. Don't you? I mean, it's all well and good looking at what could have happened, but what about where we go from here? At the end of Chapter 12, it seems like you and your newfound friends have set about finding a cure to this deadly piggy infection. In fact, I'd be willing to bet this is exactly what the plot of Piggy 2 will be about, sub. But even better than that, Minitoon released a video of his very own YouTube channel that depicted Pony searching through a wintry forest. In search of? Well, we don't actually know. But what we do know is that this sent the Piggy community wild with theories. Pony describes whatever he's found as what he's been looking for. Just a guess, sub. But I would say what he's found is probably vital to finding a cure to the Piggy infection. Maybe they've all been searching for the cure ingredients. And that's exactly what this map is. It's a winter-themed forest type of map with a bunch of different close-quarter situations for you to escape from. Unlike a regular map, instead of escaping, you win by collecting the final cure ingredient you need. Number 4. Cure Facility. Continuing with the theme of Piggy 2, sub, this map is also a part of making the cure for the Piggy infection, but this time, it's the center of the operation. After escaping Mr. P's evil plant, you all decide that you need to create a cure for the Piggy infection. And you can't do that without a good place to stay. And so, you find an old abandoned building and declare it your cure facility. The cure facility is home to research, cure development, and most importantly, a safe place to stay away from the evil piggies. Or at least that's what you thought it would be. But you see, sub, for research purposes, purposes. You and the gang gathered a bunch of piggies and stored them in this secure, closed area. But one of the piggies has managed to break out of the cage and is now causing mayhem around the facility. You need to stop them, and more importantly, get out of there. Hey, are you enjoying the Lost Chapters so far? If you are, make sure to drop a like on the video. That way Sub knows you're enjoying the video. And best of all, it helps to support the channel. Number 5. Insane Asylum. Sub, you know how in the game you can't defeat a piggy. Sure, you can knock them out, but you can never truly oof Piggy like she can oof you. Well, in this alternate piggy-fied reality, your character is well aware of this. So aware, in fact, that they decide instead of continuing the hunt for Mr. P to bring him to justice, that it's best to just lock all the piggies in one location. That way they can't continue running around infecting people. And where better to store a bunch of evil infected piggies than an insane asylum? That's sure to hold all the piggies. But there's just one problem, Sub. Once you've trapped a bunch of piggies inside, you've realized the door is closed and locked behind you. I'm sure you can see where this is going, Sub. You're trapped in an insane asylum with a bunch of piggy monsters. You'll have to make your way through a bunch of different locked doors and obstacles. But you'll have to be quick about it, Sub. It's in regular state. The asylum is a super secure facility with locked doors blocking you from going anywhere. Luckily, the more you unlock, the more room you have to run from Piggy. Speaking of which, run! Number 6. Sewers. Sub, you remember the piggy story like the back of your hand, right? Well, in that case, you should remember at the end of the school map how you met up with Mr. P in the sewers. One thing that is never shown is just how you went from being in the school to being at the hospital. Sure, you got knocked out, but I want to know what happened between those stages. And that's exactly what this chapter shows, because this is the sewers map. And just like in all the other piggy maps where sewers are present, there's green liquid all over the place. And if you learn anything in your piggy journey, Sub, it's that it's certainly not as fun to jump in as it looks. Hey, do you have any ideas for custom chapters or even lost chapters of your own? Make sure to tell us all about them in the comments. You might even see your idea featured in a future video. Number 7. Prequel. Sub, if there's one thing that we don't completely understand in Piggy, it's how the Piggy potion came to be. Sure, we know that Mr. P created it to try and help his sick wife, and that the Piggy family assisted with trialing it, but we can't truly know what happened in the development process until now. Well, kind of. I have a theory is what I'm trying to say, Sub. From what we've seen of the notes scattered around the map, we know that TSP isn't the friendliest of characters. They've left a bunch of different notes around saying horrible things like Doggy and Foxy got what was coming to them. And even, we can take advantage of the situation going on for our own plan. Thanks, Mr. P. It would appear that TSP knows Mr. P. They're not the best of friends with them, and they might even be in rivalry with them. Well, Sub, my theory is that TSP stands for the Super Potato, Mr. P's evil doppelganger. But that's not all. I think the Super Potato would have been with Mr. P when he was making the potion. At this time, the both of them were best of friends, until the Super Potato saw the opportunity to take advantage of him. Maybe while Mr. P wasn't looking, the Super Potato slipped some evil chemicals into the potion, causing the creation of the Piggy Potion. Well, that's exactly what this map is all about. It shows what I believe to be the start of the Piggy story. Thanks for watching, everyone. Make sure to use start code SUB when buying Robux and Roblox Premium. It really helps to support the channel. We'll catch you next time, Sub.